this is something that I love doing. It's where my soul lives. It's where like my heart finds like reprieve from all of this weight that is my life sometimes, all of our lives. It was just like a whole new kind of freedom. I felt like for the first time, you know, since I was like a very, very young person, I could breathe again. Like, my life was worth living. When I first got sober, I did not call myself a musician, and I didn't play music for like a year. And then through getting sober, I wrote a song for Keith and Christina, and it only has like 3 chords. And it is like the song that I, still to this day, am the most proud of that I've written.
Well, I've got a broken heart that keeps on beating, a willful smile and the grace of the seasons. Too strong and the fire right true to carry forth this memory of you.
Originally from New York, and you know, just came from a family and a community really where alcohol was always a constant, and you know, that leads to a whole lot of things that maybe you know, are great and not so great. When I came out here, it was wonderful. I discovered drugs, and it was beautiful because for the first time in my life, I had like this community of people around me, folks who like knew my name, who wanted to hang out with me, to like spend time with me, ask where I was when I was gone, and just felt like this sense of connection that I never had experienced before that in my life. And my friends Keith and Christina, I met them. Her and Keith ended up, you know, like dating, and like they both played music, and Christina showed me how to play some chords on guitar. You know, we just kept traveling, and I traded my guitar for a banjo to an old man in New Orleans named Old Man. I got a call like a day or 2 after I'd been back from my then partner at the time, and he was like, everybody's dead. Everybody's dead. And I guess when they had left New Orleans, they hopped freight, and so when the trains went to hump, it shifted all of the metal and killed Keith and Christina. And I, you know, was still drinking and using just as much as ever, and that kind of just propelled me to this new place of just like depression and self-doubt. It's never only addiction that causes someone to, you know, like take those same steps over and over and over again that leads to, you know, the same places that they don't want to be. It's also mental health, you know, it's community support, it's access to food and education. Like even if you just stop drinking or you just stop using, things don't just magically get better. I mean, they improve maybe a little bit for some folks, but oftentimes it gets worse. Things get harder for a while, you know, because looking at the new, like the world with new eyes, I feel like can be hard when, you know, your biggest coping skill, or sometimes our only coping skill, gets taken away. When I began finding community in music, that's really, I feel like, where some of my healing and my steps forward started. Growing, and I was doing things that scared me. Music, yeah, is so healing and so helpful because it helped me reframe some of that language to say, I just can't do that yet, but I'm going to try. And the more I tried new things, I started to see changes and see improvement and growth. I'm looking forward to where my band will go, and you know, where I will go, like in my path and my journey, you know, with sobriety, with music, with spirituality.